Westerners. I mean, what do you think the most Westerners miss? I mean, yes, the innocence guilt idea, but what do they really miss or misunderstand about honor shame?
Let's start by defining shame because some people who are listening are probably a little confused about what we mean. And I only say that because I'm encountering that in all of my speaking to people. I'm learning that they need us to differentiate shame from guilt. We use them interchangeably. And it's important to understand that shame is an identity issue. Shame says, I am bad. There's something intrinsically wrong with me, and there is nothing I can do about it. I'm a hopeless case. But guilt is a behavior issue. Guilt points to behavior. I did something wrong. I did something bad. And there's recourse for guilt. We can do community service. We can do A, B, or C and get our record expunged.
Mhm.
We can seek forgiveness. But there seems to be no recourse in the mind of the one who is shamed. And this is a very different issue. And when I explain this, I find that Westerners begin to have an aha moment. They resonate and say, "Oh,
Mhm.
I know what that is." It's fascinating. I was speaking recently to a group of teenagers, and there were about 40 present, and I began to define the difference. They came into this time thinking, we have to listen to this lady. It's going to be boring. What is she talking about? What book did she write? She was over there with people who wear a hijab. What does she do?
Is she on TikTok?
As soon as exactly, as soon as I started defining and differentiating guilt and shame, just a resonant, it was almost visceral around the room. Oh, and they started talking
Oh, wow.
about the belief that so many of them had. Yeah, I'm bad.
Wow.
I'm bad. There's nothing I can do about it. I feel that our culture is crushed between the guilt innocence, which pushes us to performance. Because if
Mhm.
you're guilty, as I said a moment ago, there's recourse. You can do something about it, right?
Mhm.
But if you're shamed, there's nothing you can do about it. You need rescued. So the person who's feeling shamed, I am bad, is living and immersed in a culture of do something about it. And so they're doing, trying to make the bad go away. And they never will be able to. We never will be able to. We need a rescuer. We need a Messiah. We need Jesus Christ who has done it for us. And that's the beauty of this. And so that's the first most important thing I would want someone to know about honor shame. But regarding seeing those from that culture, the most important thing I want them to know is that shame is not just a feeling for those from that worldview, it is a position in society. And that might not matter to me as an individualist in the US, so who cares if you like me or not? I don't need your approval. Well, the truth is that we all do need each other. We were created for community. And I think every heart knows that deep, deep down. But in collectivist cultures, it's the essence of your life is you're belonging to the group. If anyone listening wonders, if you're an American particularly and you're wondering what do you mean about this belonging to a group, just go back in your mind to middle school or high school
Let's
and
not.
let's think about
Let's not go back to when we were in middle school or high school.
well,
No, I
let's go back
understand what
for
you mean.
just
Let's
a
just for a
nanosecond
moment. Okay.
about the shoes you really wanted that everyone had. Or think about how terrible it felt when you didn't fit in. Okay, let's move on. That was a nanosecond. Let's not go back. I'm going to date myself, but for me, it was a members only jacket.
Okay,
Okay,
wow.
yes,
That
I'm
does
dating
date you.
myself. Oh, it does, and I'm not ashamed.